the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The partner of this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On first down, Lance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being four.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw again on second down, Brady. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st down, Brady. And that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He finds Watson complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
The 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Lance looking to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Brady now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans from 21 yards away.
And the Buccaneers have moved out in front.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Lance. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
The Niners at 10-2 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
Blue strikers.
Now Lance. Bellinger hauls it in out left side.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
On gain of 7, it's 4th down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Claude Ray. Tail Green. Green Jack.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
And the Buccaneers will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Evans has it left side.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Brady. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Davante Adams, 30 yards.
And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
To throw is Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Lance. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
17. Smash, 10. Blaster, 6.
From the gun, it's Lance. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Right, on the ball, Blue striker. Ready?
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one. And that run wasn't just for a first down. That was for some confidence. They've had a tough day moving the ball on the ground this entire game. I think after that one, they'll feel a little bit better about themselves, and now they got more downs to try and get it done.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. There to stop it was Carlton Davis.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Room here to run.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Second down and goal. Lance. And across the chalk into the end zone is a 49er touchdown.
Daniel Bellinger.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Third quarter, all tie up. This is 2nd and 10.
Brady now to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Easy.
Throwing is Brady on third down.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, Brady.
Cotton brings it in over the middle.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 60. And the 49ers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards. On play action, now Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Brady will try again on second down. He'll check this one off to Fournette.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Again, it's Brady. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Second and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Lance looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Lance back to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. To throw is Brady. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Brady to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point try now for Succop. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Wait, blue striker. Hey, close deal.
Now Lance.
Under pressure, they got him again. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And cycle. Claude red.
Lance and company going on fourth down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lance with a first throw in overtime. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield, and that is incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Let's go now. Red, cycle. Black shot. Yellow blue. Blue and black. Hey, red.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the defense as they'll burn their final one here and let that kicker stay out and think about it a bit more.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Fournette running right. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage a game here is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my own coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And the kick is good.